I'm already right off the top messing things up, but that's okay because we embrace our mistakes here. That is one of our number one rules of memory keeping, is that we embrace our mistakes. We do not get hung up on small little errors. We don't overthink things. We just do. We just do and enjoy and play and get to use our stuff. And I'm just so excited to be back in the seat and doing it again. Today, what I wanted to work on was this sort of effect in my planner, and I have a bunch of Go Wild photos from in front of my coloring wall. So I'm going to use those today, and we're going to do a fun spread very similar to this one, and I'm just going to show you how easy it was to actually make this layered effect, this really fun and dynamic layered effect. And by the way, this is not my idea. I totally got this idea from another journaling account, which like right off the top of my head, I can't think of right now. But basically the idea is that you take 7 or 8 pages and you start with the back one is your furthest, and then you work your way in, and each time you're cutting a little bit more off the page so that at the end you've got this cascading effect, and then when it kind of sits all together, you've got this beautiful layered effect. So I'm going to show you exactly how I did this, because it's one of those things that looks really difficult but is actually super simple, especially if you work off of, right now I'm working off of a dot grid insert. It's going to give me the lines that I need to cut right off the top. So I'm not even going to have to use a ruler to do this. First thing we're going to do is I'm just going to count how many pages I did here, and I'm going to do the same. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 was the back one. So I'll start from here and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that gives me a couple at the back. I'm just going to start where I think is gonna be a good spot, and I'm going to fold it, and that's gonna give me my cut line. And basically what I am doing is I'm picking one of the strips of dot grid to line up my fold on. And then from there, once you pick your first line to follow, then you can just go 1, 2, 3, and then that'll be your next fold. And then you can go 1, 2, 3, that's your next fold. 1, 2, 3, next fold. You know what I'm saying? So you use the dot grid to your advantage, okay? So that's gonna be our first fold. The next fold, I wanna go down 3, so I'm gonna fold it right here. And no, it's not gonna stay folded. We are going to cut, but I just think it's easier to do it this way because then you can just keep going. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. This is going to be my next fold line. Another reason why we're not cutting these right off the top, and I should have said this, is if you want to do something like this, for example, you want to stick the sticker accordingly so you have space to trim. So we're not going to cut until we know exactly what we're doing in all these spaces, okay? All right, we got one more fold to make. All right. So when this is all said and done, going to sit like this. Something like this. So we see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I didn't make a 7th one on this one, but that's okay. If I wanted to, I could take one more page and come in, but I'm okay with just 6. 6 will do. Again, we're not going for perfection here. We're having fun. That's what we're here to do, so that's what we're gonna do. The photos that I have are all the photos that were taken during my meet and greet session in front of my photo wall. There's a lot of black and white going on, and then we're like in front of the, the doodles and such. So I was actually thinking I'm going to use, I have this sticker book from Live Love Posh, which has this gorgeousness that I could play with. It also has these. And actually, this is the one that I think is like the most appropriate for mirroring what's on my wall. So I'm gonna pull these pages out. And then I've also got another sticker book. This one's from the Happy Planner. I don't even know where this one came from. I think this was gifted to me. It also has, look at this, some gorgeous florals that I think would work and their gold foil too, that I think would work in the mix. Let's just pull out the pages I want to use. Okay. I don't think I'm going to use the gold foiled stuff. I don't think. We shall see. Okay. So now I've got some fun stickers to play with. I also have some fun quote stickers that I pulled off of some swag sheets. And these are all like planner related. So like planner friends make the best friends. Even my swag has swag. These are my people. Thanks for the memories. All that stuff. So planner posse. Definitely going to keep that. I'm just going to get started. And the whole idea with the cascade effect is that you want to build some dimension, right? So your first one, you might want to put like a focal sticker on. This is the one that you're going to see the most of. So with this being my first one, I think what I want to use is one of these big honkin' stickers, right? Like, don't you feel like that would look really gorgeous? I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Like one of these big suckers. And actually, if I did, I could do this one and combine it with maybe this one and kind of like fill the whole space. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So these are those transparent matte stickers. And I will be honest, I have a very hard time peeling these off of the paper. And that's not anything specific to Live Love Posh. I find this is the case with any transparent sticker. I just have a really hard time peeling them and I tend to rip them. So I'm gonna try and be careful, but we're not gonna lose any sleep if we do rip something. I'll figure out a way to fix it. So I'm just going to stick that along the edge there. And notice that I went a little bit over my fold. This is where we're gonna get that layered effect, right? Maybe this guy down here. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to fussy cut around this, and that is going to create a really beautiful, fun effect. And I could do this with my X-Acto knife, but since I don't have my good one, and I forgot to buy replacement blades, I'm just going to like cut this so fast with scissors. Now I can go in there. I don't know if you know that as a hack. Like if you're ever gonna do detail cut work with scissors, cut along the outermost edge, just like a straight line. And then you can go back in and make those fussy cuts. And it's easier because you've already got that like edge line figured out. And now, I did fold that, so I'm gonna kind of like unfold it a little bit. And I might even reinforce this with some washi, just because I did fold it more than I had intended. I'm just gonna cut off some of these hard edges. So, okay, I'm just gonna finish my little fussy cuts down here. Try and do this on camera screen for you. Okay, so we've got that. Again, if I have time later, I will come back and add a little bit of washi to that so that the fold isn't as visible and it's not as curved up, but that's okay. So this next one, because I'm only gonna be able to see a little peek of it, I think I'd like to do a washi strip. This is from Cricut Paper Co. And it's like, it looks like falling confetti. So I'm just gonna come in here. And this is going to be the one, and it's like a beautiful ombre, which is why this is perfect for like coloring. And I'm gonna stick it a little bit further than my fold line again, just because I cut this one so much further than the fold line, but that's okay. Stick it. Yes, yes, yes. Yosity, yos, yos. Look how pretty that is. Okay. And of course I can do it on the back side as well, but I'm gonna cut it first so I know where to stick it on the back. Let's See, now you get that like little peek action happening. All right, and I'm gonna do a quick strip of washi on the back side too, just to make that look a little more finished. And I am gonna come back and add some stickers here, so don't worry about that. We are gonna add some more visual interest, but I like to get the kind of like the base figured out first. Can't get that off my hand. But see how like pretty that looks? Love it. So I think what I'm gonna do is, wouldn't it be cool to do like every other? So like a black, a color, a black, a color, a black, a color. I think that's what is speaking to my soul. Got these really fun, I don't know what you would call these. It's not a wreath. What is it called when you just got like a long dividers, I guess, maybe? Being a little fussy about how this sticks. That's what's nice about my paper, is if you're gentle, you can almost always pick a sticker back up. All right, and I want to cut this one down about here. Make it connect with another one. Do the same thing on the other side. And again, I just want to have those meet in the center. So I'm gonna cut it here and here. And now those kind of meet in the center. Kind of, sorta. They're doing their thing. And now I can. Son of a biscuit, guys. Well, that's okay. Listen, there can be a fold-out pocket. So what I was supposed to do was do it there. But now we're gonna do a fold-out pocket. That's okay. That's totally fine. I see no problem with this. In fact, happy accident. I needed more space anyways. So that'll be one of my layers. And let's do this one correctly. Let's open it up so I'm doing it right. And now I'm gonna do another layer of this gorgeous washi. See, everything can be a happy mistake, guys. There's no crying in memory keeping. Unless you're crying over your memories because they were so good. And then in that case, rock on. This is without even really trying all that hard, guys. The back side. Look how pretty. Okay, we've got 2 flaps left. So this one, I definitely want to go big with some big honkin' florals. Could do one in the corner that builds up to this one. That might look cool. And then I'm gonna have it flow into this big sucker. I really think sometimes like overthinking things is like what gets us hung up when we're memory keeping or we're doing anything creative. Like we tend to overthink things and sometimes you just gotta do it. Suffer the consequences of it later. No, the consequences, you end up with a beautiful spread. You're happy that it's done and you don't know what you were overthinking in the first place because it was gonna look beautiful no matter what. Just stick it. Just stick it. That was a bad stick. That was not the best stick. It's like this is my first time doing stickers. We all know it's not best. We all know it is not. Personally, I love it when stickers flow off the page. I think it adds a whole lot of visual interest. But if that bothers you, you don't have to stick them off the page. But if you do, it gives the illusion of movement. And that adds a whole, like I said, a whole lot of visual interest to what you're working on. Okay, progress. All right, so now Could definitely do another strip of washi, and then I actually think I have room for a little bit more of the black floral. So let's do it. See, I was gonna have 7 strips after all. Beautiful. All right, now we get this one last strip to mess with. And do I want to do a big honkin' floral, or should I do another one of these? I think let's go with another one of these just to finish it out. Let's see, do we like this fatty at the bottom? I think so. Yes, we do. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the center one. I'm gonna go from the outside in. Now look how fun that is. Look how fun that is. Okay, now I want to fussy cut more of this because like this is killing me. Like this right here is absolutely killing me. Get more fussy with that once I have my X-Acto. In fact, I probably will very much get fussy with it. But from here, let me show you what else you want to do to really add some visual interest. Want to start with adding some text. I have this Mojo Jojo Plans book that has some black text that I thought I could use. So maybe either, I don't know if I want to do Llama Love or Wild Days, or I went Wild for Wild, or That's So Wild, Wild Memories. I think the Wild Days one is bigger, so I think just by sheer volume of the, or by sheer nature that it is fatter, I think I'm gonna go with the Wild Days. I'm gonna do that at the top. So now we know what we're about to be looking at. It's gonna be some wild days, some wild moments. And I also think because I have extra stickers and I want this to feel really cohesive and complete, I'm gonna add some additional black embellishment on this page. That was so straight and even. Wow. Look how good that looks. I can't get over it. So we got our Wild Days. Then, okay, we need some visual interest. We need some stuff happening here. Now, the one downfall to the stickers that I have from Live Love Posh, it's not always the case, but it's just this particular sheet, is that they are transparent, which means layering on top of this is, it's not that it'll be bad per se, but it's not gonna have the same effect that it would if it were a fully colored in sticker. And not fully colored in, but like a sticker that's on a white backer. So I'm wondering if I wanna add a little something right there to add a little visual interest. And what's gonna happen is because I have this sticker bit on the back, I need to add something there. So I didn't throw away any of my paper, and I'm just gonna take one of these. This is what I cut off already. I'm just gonna come in here and add the sticker back to it. And now I can, once again, here she goes, fussy cutting with her big, these scissors were not made for fussy cutting. So a little bit more visual interest, and once I get some photos on here, this will make more sense. Now this is the one that we did the fold out piece, which is actually, I think it's kind of fun that that's like a little hidden surprise. So let's go ahead. And since I've got this here, I want to add something down here sticking out. So I'm going to add another one. Or do I want to do, maybe I should do some text. Because I do have these fun planner posse. Let's grab a planner posse. I probably want to layer that with something else. Like that, perhaps. That'll look dope. Again, don't think too hard about it. Just have fun. This is not meant to be stressful. It's meant to be a fun way to play with your stickers. Now, again, I have to add a little bit of paper to this guy on the back. right? See, we are building up our layers, okay? So I've got top, middle, bottom. I'm probably either gonna add something right here for a little bit more interest. I've got some smaller little stickers that I can pop in here. And then they're like on top of the washi, but I don't have to fussy cut around them, but it's still adding a little something, something. And that will frame a photo really beautifully, okay? See how we're just building? You just keep building. Just add more, add more, add more until you get disgusted with yourself and you're like, wow, I added way too much. Kidding, hopefully you don't get disgusted with yourself. Really love these two, and I wonder if I did one front and back, do they align? Because then I could put one on the front and on the back. I think they're going to. Are these mirror images of each other? Oh, guys, that's so perfect. Look, I'm not even gonna have to fussy cut this one. It's gonna work so well. Watch this. All right, which one do I wanna do it to? I kinda wanna do it to you. What do you think? Should I do that one? Or do you think it belongs back down here? This is where I get a little too picky. And I need to just stick it. Just stick it. She did it. I'm just sticking it. I'm just sticking it, okay? But what this means is now I can flip the back and I should just be able to stick this one on top. Boom, that's how you do a fussy cut, friends. That was actually amazing. Are there other stickers on this that do that? I think these are mirrors of each other too. Let's do that on another one. Oh, I'm totally gonna do that on this one. Let's do it on this guy. Well, okay, that's the hack of the century. If you if you buy yourself stickers from, I think this was from the Happy Planner sticker set, and they happen to have mirror images of each other, it will make fussy cutting things so much easier for you because you won't have to. Holy crap. That is epic. I wish I had thought of that originally. Does this one have a mirror? Are you the mirror of this one? Or are you the same as this one? No, I can't tell. No, it is a mirror. This is a mirror too. Are you kidding me? I fussy cut this son of a gun and I could have just stuck this down instead? Are you kidding me? I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna do it. Well, hopefully you're learning from my mistakes. Don't do as I do. Do as I wish I would have done. Okay. So, what do we think? Does it need more? Or are we feeling good about this? I feel like it needs a little more. A little something. This is stressing me out how poorly I cut it. I really want to fix that. But I love the look of the washi just like popping in and out. Let's see. So as I flip it, let's see, because I do have more stickers I want to stick. I'm just going to start slapping stuff down. You're going to be amazed how quickly I can fill all this space. Go. Okay, and then last but not least, maybe I should wait until I have some photos in the space before I fill it completely up. Okay, now let's add some photos. We can always add more. I can always come back and fussy cut more if I want. Not necessary, but if I want to be extra, I can be, and that's fine. We love being extra. Let's start using some faces down up in here. So, all right. I think for the cover of this section, I really want to use either this one or this one of me in front of my wall. Or this one's very fun. And I could cut out the top and make it kind of like look like it's actually in there. In fact, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this one. Because actually, what makes more sense is to do this at the beginning and this one at the end, because this one is colored in. This one was at the end, this one was at the beginning. So, boom, solve that crisis. I'm just going to cut background of this photo. There we go. Okay, and then last but not least, maybe I should wait until I have some photos in the space before I fill it completely up. Okay, now let's add some photos. I love it. And we can add some florals on the sides to kind of round it out, but let me get my glue. And today I am using really cheap glue from Amazon. It came in a 3-pack. If you look up skinny glue stick on Amazon, it's the first or second search result. I don't know that it's not name brand. Okay, stick her down. First one. First one's always the hardest, right? Like once you get one photo down, it gets pretty easy from there, I think. Eee, that looks so good. I am actually genuinely obsessed with how this is turning out. And you know what else I was thinking is I could come in and color just like 1 or 2 flowers so that it ends up resembling like the result of the wall itself. Yes, we're gonna get real meta with it. This page, this is one of the skinnier pages, and I have a series of photos where you not only see me with the person, but you also get to see us kind of like engaging separately. So I thought it'd be fun to do those all side by side. And see how like, this is the posed photo, this is like the candid, posed, candid. Posed, candid. Get you friends who will not only take your posed photos, but who are also like coming in clutch and taking your candid ones, because it's the candid ones that really tell the story. And I'm just so grateful that my friend Margie was there for me that day and was taking all the photos, because I really did capture a bunch of not just beautifully posed in front of my mural, which of course, you know, was one of the shots we were always taking, but she captured a ton of just like genuine moments of me connecting with people, and that stuff means the world to me. So you can always see the joy on my face, like when someone's telling me a story, or like I'm listening to you guys tell me like what's your favorite insert or what you've been using this year. And so I just love that I have both of those photos to look on. My friend Margie is just the bee's knees for capturing all of that for me. And I think I'm gonna do all the posed ones on like one side and all the candids on the other, because that's fun. That's a funny one. She was showing off that she was using my planner at the conference, which, love to see it. Love to see it. Eee, so fun. All right, I'm gonna flip it so I can smush them all down nice and good. Okay, and I do want to add a couple more stickers because I can't get enough. It's really the truth of the matter. I'm gonna do like a little here. Well, or do I want to put text? I think I want to put text there. I want to do a little over here. And this is actually going to strengthen that fold mark. Likely won't have to washi it. And I'm so sad that like the stay in that one covered up this flower. I wonder if I could add another one on top of it. Oh, look at that dimension. Love it. Love it. Eee, that looks so good. See, I'm like jazzing myself up about this. All right. Okay, what do we want to do? I'm leaning towards planner friends make the best friends. That's essentially what you're seeing here, right? So I'm gonna grab that and use this. I can stick it just right. Boom. Look how fun. I am blown away at how quickly this comes together. Okay, that looks great. So now we have the fold out bit. Okay, this is really fun because we actually have extra space to play with on this one. So we can use some of the bigger photos that I have. This is another one of those like planted, candid moments that I want to commemorate. Oh, this was another cute, where is the other photo? Oh, this is a cute one because, ready? So I was taking the photo with her, but she also brought her daughter. So her daughter was taking the photo of us together too. So Margie captured that naturally. So I just love these two photos together. So those have to stay together. And this set of 4 has to stay together, right? Because these are all the same person. But I don't think it's where the fold ended up. I can't It's not quite big enough, so I think actually might want to, I know I said I was gonna use big stickers for this one, but I think I'm gonna swap to smaller ones, because then I can actually hide the smaller ones behind this. So let's get some more smaller ones out in the playing field. 1, 2, 3, and then we could do 1, 2, 3, and then I might put like some more floral behind there. And keep in mind, I am gonna leave some space for journaling because I do wanna have an opportunity to write about this experience as well as showing it. But let's start, I wanna add one of those big florals right here because I wanna put the photos on top of it. I think it's gonna look cool. Look at that visual interest. Now we've got stuff happening in the background. This is no shade. She was a very lovely woman, okay? We took our photo together. She was very lovely. But she is actually a manufacturer, like a distributor, and she works for a lot of my competitors. And she wanted to know who was manufacturing my products. And I said, oh, I don't manufacture, I make them all myself. And she had a hard time believing that, to be honest, which made me feel really good about myself, to be honest. And then she gave me her card, and I was like, thanks, but I'm still gonna keep making my own stuff. It's kind of my thing. It's kind of my whole shtick. But we can take a photo again together. And she did in fact email me when I got back too. Like, oh, she was serious. She was there for the hustle, which is fine. But also, I don't manufacture, so I do not need a manufacturer. I'm very proud of the handmade nature of my products. I think it's one of the things that really sets me apart from like what you can get at like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby. All right, let me just fold that so I can stick those down good. Give them a nice rub down. Look at these gorgeous, gorgeous girls. I'm really proud of what I got done. This is making me so happy, and yes, there are more photos to add. Like obviously I did not stick down all my photos today, but I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 more flaps to fill up. I'm gonna stick this one down and I'm gonna come up for air. Let's review, shall we? Let's show what we did today, because I think we got a lot done, even though I didn't finish, technically. We got a lot done, and this is seriously so fun, and I will probably hold off on finishing it until next week so that we can finish it together, okay? But let's just do a quick little flip to show that we got some work done today. So we did this first spread with the beautiful little cutout. We've got all these fun planted candid moments together. We've got this fun little foldy flap with the hidden people. I'm going to add in, I think this moment is gonna look really wonderful here because this one's actually big enough to hide these photos. So I'll probably do those 4 on the next spread. And then we're just gonna keep working through it. I still have a ton more photos to add in here, but I really wanted to get started at least. I think once you get started, it's a lot easier. And hopefully by seeing me do this real quick today, you realize this is actually super easy and you can do it too. And I would love, 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 love if you do decide to do a fun little layered effect in your planner, please tag me in it so I can cheer you on and get to see what you've made, because nothing gives me more joy than seeing you actually like doing the stuff and seeing what your results are versus mine. And I just think that's how we learn from each other. So thank you so much for coming. Stay light, stay bright. Bye.